Hey you guys. So today is Monday. Today is Monday, November 4th. And I'm still doing Vlogtober. I don't even care. I know I could probably have quit and just, I made it to my 25th video and just be proud of myself. It was my first time, a good try. Just leave it at that. But I have a goal to get to 100 videos by the end of the year, and the only way that I can do that is to finish out these last 5 videos. Plus, I'm not a quitter, you guys. I'm not a quitter. I'm on my way to work right now. I just pulled over to the side of the road to film a really quick video. Hopefully I can do it in like very few takes so I don't have to edit. So I'm gonna make another video tomorrow about Vlogtober and like kind of what I liked about it, what was hard, like what were my favorite events and videos that I did. So I'm not going to get into that too much today, but I will say that the first like 2.5 weeks or so were awesome and super fun, and I loved it. And then after that, I mean, it was still a lot of fun and it was still something that I really wanted to do, but it just got a lot harder, mainly due to stuff that was like going on outside of Vlogtober. Like for example, I'm supposed to be graduating this spring. And I was really looking forward to it and being done with school. And then I started thinking about going to grad school. And I've actually been thinking about it for a little while. And then I guess you can say I've decided that it's something that I want to do. I went from thinking about it to deciding. I have decided that I want to go to grad school. But the problem is, I spent like 10 years as a biology major, like in and out of school, not like I thought I wanted to go to vet school, and then I decided I didn't. So then I was kind of stuck with a major that I didn't really love. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't really want to, I didn't see myself pursuing any kind of career related to biology. Like I didn't see that being any fun for me. So I was getting ready to graduate as a biology major. I had like maybe 2 semesters left and decided to change my major to behavioral science, and doing so like added a couple of extra classes I needed to take, but it really wasn't going to take me too much longer. But the problem here is that as a biology major, my GPA suffered. Like, one of the reasons I changed my major in the first place was because I couldn't pass physics. I took it like 4 times. I had to get special permission to take it the last time, and I failed every time. Like, it makes 0 sense to me. I don't enjoy it. Like, that's like an understatement. Like, I hate it. I hate it. It's like painful for me to be in a physics class. It's just, I'm miserable. So basically I figured, if I'm this miserable, maybe this was not meant to be. Maybe it's time to start looking at other things. And I think I kind of went into this in my first Vlogtober video, like day 1. So I don't want to repeat too much, but basically what has changed between then and now is I realize I need to like do some GPA like rehab, and I know there are some things I can do. I can go back to my old community colleges and do academic renewal, which is basically like if you've performed above a certain level in your recent history, you can go have old grades taken off. There might be a chance that I have to take physics and just pass, but I'm gonna try to do everything else that I can do before that. So I've also decided that I want to most likely get my master's in anthrozoology or applied anthropology. There's an anthrozoology program that I think would be like perfect for me, but I also think that applied anthropology would be like pretty close second. But as a behavioral science major, which behavioral science is a combination of 4 disciplines, it's political science, sociology, psychology, and anthropology. So I've taken some anthropology classes, but I feel like my foundation in anthro isn't like as solid as it should be if I'm going to pursue a master's in that. So I've been thinking about possibly adding that as a second minor. I already have a minor in Asian Pacific Studies, which is done, but I might add anthro as a second minor. I've talked to some of my professors about it. I know there's one more professor that I like need to talk to and kind of get some advice and figure out what the best plan of attack is here. But I've been pretty stressed about it. Like, I think it's one of those things that like I think it's going to be okay, And one of my professors told me, like, if this is what you want to do, like, you'll find a way. Like, it's not a roadblock. It's not like impossible, you know? And I think that's how it was in my head, and I just saw it as something that I could not do. So yeah, I guess the reason I'm so stressed is, like, I don't want to do the wrong thing and, like, ruin my chances, but I don't think that's a thing. I think as long as I, like, kind of do my best, as, like, cheesy as that sounds, as long as I do my best and apply myself and, you know, make a good effort, get some more experience in this field, because before, all of my experience was in vet stuff. Like, I thought I wanted to become a vet, so I volunteered in clinics, I worked in an animal hospital, and I think for anthrozoology, like, you know, that kind of experience will be relevant, because anthrozoology is like human-animal relationships and kind of the status of animals, like, in culture. So I think, like, all of my hands-on work with animals will be relevant. But when it comes to anthropology, like, my experience and background is, like, very limited. So that's why I think that pursuing a minor might be helpful. It's tough because even though I feel like the anthrozoology program would be the best fit for me, like, there's only one that I know of that I think would be right. I mean, because I don't want to move. I really do not want to move. And this school has a, like, distance program. You go, I think, for 1 week a year or 1 week a semester, probably 1 week a semester. And everything else is online, which sounds great. Like, I could work full time. I could fit my studies around my work schedule. But they only accept 12 people a year. So I feel like I need to have a backup plan. But it sounds like the preparation for my backup plan is going to be more work than the preparation for my top choice. I mean, I think that pursuing an anthro minor isn't going to be a waste of time, like, whichever direction I go. Like, I think, I mean, it's something that really interests me, and even if it's something that I just do for myself, it'll be worth it. I had to hesitate for a second because the other thing I realized is I need to mention I am getting close to my maximum units at school before I get cut off by financial aid. So whatever classes I choose to take, I think starting next semester, I'm gonna have to find another way to pay for it. So that's a factor as well. And, you know, I've lived alone for, like, almost 2 years now, and I really didn't think I wanted a roommate, but now that I have all of these plans, I'm starting to realize that, like, having a roommate would make these things so much easier. Just paying for everything, and, so I'm starting to get ready for that, and it's actually something I'm kind of looking forward to. You know, living alone is awesome, but after a while it gets kind of boring. It does. For me, at least. Maybe you live alone and you love it, but I'm getting bored. It's kind of isolating, especially being someone who is self-employed, so I'm, like, alone. Well, not alone, I'm with animals, but I don't talk to other humans sometimes on my work days. Like, I could go a whole day and not have a conversation with another person. So, yeah. So the idea of having a roommate is, I'm coming around to it. It sounds good to me now. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? I think that covers all of the school stuff. Oh, there's also a study abroad program next summer that I am very interested in, and I think it would fit perfectly with the anthropology minor thing, because I could take 2 of my lower division classes while I study abroad. But that's another thing too, is that, like, it's 2 weeks long, and I really wouldn't want to leave my cats for 2 weeks. Like, Bruce can stay with my parents and he would be fine, and yeah, I could get a pet sitter for sure, but my cats are so clingy, you guys. Like, 2 weeks for I mean, I know I have clients, and if this is maybe the first video that you're watching for some reason, I should tell you, like, I'm a pet sitter, and I have clients who go for 2 weeks, and, you know, their cats are okay. but my cats I think are just too clingy and needy. And especially with Pensone getting older, like it's tough to like just plan to be gone for 2 weeks. But if I had a roommate, even if I did have to hire a pet sitter, just like knowing that someone was going to be in the house while I'm gone, it would make me feel a lot better. So I guess the last thing that I wanted to tell you guys is, and if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you might know already that Pensone, my older cat, has had some like health issues. So we saw one vet who thought it was like irritable bowel disease, and I wasn't confident that that was correct. So I went to see our regular vet who did a full senior blood panel. Like the original vet didn't even suggest this. Just told me to like feed him special food and that's it. Come back if he gets worse, basically, is what the original vet said. But our regular vet did a senior blood panel and urinalysis and found out that he actually had pancreatitis, which I'm not super knowledgeable about pancreatitis. I know that it can get very dangerous, like animals can die from it. So that's kind of upsetting. If I had not gone to back to the regular vet, like who knows what would have happened. But as far as his symptoms, like vomiting, he seemed like he was doing better. I don't know. Like, I'm not totally sure. I know pancreatitis, like you need to go to your vet and get medication, but if it's like a minor flare-up, I don't know if he was kind of on the upswing, like maybe getting better on his own, but I don't know. Regardless, his testing and everything was like super expensive, and now he's on medications, 3 different medications plus a probiotic, which just came today. I had to order it. Actually, also he has his joint supplement. He's like a little old guy now, you guys. He's like 16 and a half. So thinking about studying abroad, I can't plan to be gone for 2 weeks, 6 months from now, because who knows, and this is kind of like the exact same way I felt when I was getting ready to go to Thailand a couple 3-4 years ago. I went to Thailand to volunteer with World Vets at Elephant Nature Park, which was an amazing trip. I will probably make a video about that at some point because I get a lot of questions and I want to talk about it. But that was when I had my other cat, Remy, who was like 1,000,000 years old. I really don't know how old he was, like 17, 18 maybe. He was like this old scrappy looking street cat that I found. He looked ancient when I found him, and I still had him for 3 more years, but he was diabetic. And so planning the Thailand trip with him was tough. Like, I think leading up to that trip is when I had my first panic attacks, and I'm not going to blame Remy for it, but there were a few factors. Like, there were a few big changes going on in my life at that time, but one of the sources of my anxiety was definitely leaving my frail old senior cat, not knowing what kind of health he was going to be in when the trip came around, and obviously if like that day came and he wasn't doing well, I could just not go, but that sucks. Like, who wants to plan for that, So I don't know. I asked one of my professors about the study abroad thing, and do I need to like really sign up early? Does it fill up quick? And she said no, because I guess they don't do a good job of promoting it, so like people don't sign up. So like, that's awesome. That works in my favor. So maybe I will just wait and give it some time. Pensone seems to be doing pretty well right now, so hopefully this was just like a one-time pancreatitis flare-up and we get through it and then he does better. And then oh, I guess I also forgot to mention he's in the early stages of kidney disease, but he's doing good right now. And I know there are a lot of cats who live a long time and do well with kidney disease, and possibly they have like, they need fluids or they need medications, but that's definitely something that they can be good for a while. So yeah, I think that's my life update. It's been a rough month, you guys. But I really did enjoy doing Vlogtober. I'm gonna finish these last 5 videos. Now after this one, it'll be 4. I already know what the topics are gonna be. It shouldn't be too difficult. I should hopefully will have them up by tomorrow. I'm gonna post like 4 videos in one day, but what can you do? It's my first year. Just doing the best I can. Okay. I will see you in the next video, and bye.